That is beautiful, man. That might be, I ain't gonna hold you. That was a tip top verse. I can't hold you.
That.
Yeah. You went crazy. That intro, man. Hold on, we was about to get into it. Hold on, let me introduce this motherfucker. Hey, man. Check. Mic check. 1, 2. We are here, man. Yeah, and we back with another one. We back outside. We back with another one. You dig?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Lost in the Sauce podcast, man. I'm your host, Sauce. Man, I want to thank y'all, man, for anybody that's been tapped in. You tapping in now. Thank you, man. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Man, like this video. You know what I'm saying? Out East Network. Follow me at Sauceville615. Follow the Lost in the Sauce pod. And, yeah, man, we back outside. We got some shit, man. We got some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think, man, this is perfect timing, man. Like, I've been meaning to have this brother on here for a while now, man. And I really, really, really respect and admire his pen. You know what I mean? This is a brother that's just not playing. Like, he's not fucking around. He wear multiple hats. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could just do it all, man. So, man, it is an honor to have this brother here. Man, ladies and gentlemen, we got that motherfucking nigga in the building.
Hey.
Huh?
Yeah.
If y'all, any of niggas that want a verse from him, you better come
please,
prepared.
Please hit me up. I'm definitely down.
You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, he gonna give you something nice. So yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend, motherfucking Jyou in the motherfucking building. Yes.
Appreciate
yes, sir.
Thank you for the introduction.
Man, it's love, bro. It's love, man. I think, man, this is like I said, it's been long overdue. We've been meaning to have this in the works for a little minute, bro. And I think when we were finally able to get it going, it was just perfect timing because you dropped this like amazing project. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
Before we deep dive into that, man, just how you been, bro, and how's life, man?
I've been good. I've been just living, loving.
Yeah,
loving life, appreciating everything that comes with it, and working.
So
grinding.
You got to get it.
Yeah, got to. So yeah, just doing that. It's been really cool. So
yeah, man. Where do I start with just my first time becoming aware of you? I'm gonna speak on it for myself. So the first time I became aware of you was, I don't remember when this project dropped, but it was off of Shrame's Whole Lot of Bullshit.
Okay,
yeah. It was on that SmackDown versus Raw. I heard you and Khan or Trey, whichever one. What do you prefer? To go by Khan?
Either one, Khan, K-O-N, Trey.
Hard. Whatever. Salute to that brother too, man. Yeah, we're gonna lock in soon. You know what I'm saying? But man, I heard y'all on that Whole Lot of Bullshit. And that was one of my favorite projects by Strange, man. Yeah. And just what him, Demo, and Jordan ended up doing. And y'all niggas came on with that goddamn energy, bruh. And I was like, who is these niggas, man? Y'all came on there and turned that bitch up, man.
Yeah, I appreciate a whole lot of a lot of bullshit. But that shit was hard. Like, that shit was hard for real. And the way that song came about, it was just, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, Divine? Like, we were literally just in the studio, I think, with Shrames, and we were just, you know what I'm saying, listening to different beats. And I feel like Demo literally just walked in halfway. Like, I think I remember Shrames, we was talking about, what's it called? I don't know if you ever heard, I don't know if you listened to Lil Yachty, but it was right around, like, I think it was like a couple months after Michigan Boy Boat. And so we was listening to that hella, like, we was like, bro, that Michigan Boy Boat go stupid. We didn't even get like a you know what I'm saying, ringer beat like that.
That's hard.
And so then, you know, Strange found a sample and went stupid. And I remember Demo coming in like halfway when the beat was already done, writing the verse. First one to hop in the booth. Crazy as hell.
Man, hey,
it just fast.
Cause he did go crazy, bro.
Like, it was easy. I was like, bro, and you know what I'm saying, and after that, everybody just walked in, made it, and then we listened to it. We was like, yeah, this shit crazy.
What got you in particular in that certain pocket of how you attacked your verse? Because I said, man, this young nigga is turned up. And then you shot it out like Ride Down 24, like type shit. I'm like, he just set that setting, bro. It just is amazing. Like, how'd you go into writing your verse for that, man?
I think I don't know if we did a song before that one or something. Maybe we did or something. I don't remember the whole session, but I just remember uh like trying to have fun with it. Like when I heard the beat, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have fun with it and
For
like
sure.
make it almost like I don't know, like a feeling, like a everyday rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be if you listening to it, you could be doing this right now while you listening to the song. So that's
I
kinda how
definitely felt that because it connected with me, bro. Like it was so turned. It had so much energy, man. And then like to just add the cherry on top, like I was at the Dive Motel when Third Eye was doing that whole like
yeah.
third events where they were bringing our artists on and they were performing there and everybody was doing their sets and stuff. And it just added to that. I remember seeing y'all come up on stage and like rock that shit.
Yeah,
so like
crazy.
that was super hard, man.
It's crazy because like a lot of people like it said something about that performance. Like, but y'all remember when y'all was rocking at the Dive? Like that was the first time I saw y'all. I was like, damn, like it's been a bunch of people that's like come up. That's why it's so important to perform out in person because like when people connect, people can just connect with you in a whole different way.
I went down the rabbit hole after I seen that. I said, man, I had to figure out who you are and who Trey is. You know what I'm saying? And so when I deep dived on you, man, when I tell you, bro, like it made me respect just you as an artist because like I could see that you could do that kind of music, like that turn shit, that fun shit. But then I got a whole different spin when I went down your catalog and like what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's fire, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's funny because like on my own music, I think I don't know, like when I put out like something of myself, like a body of work, like, oh, this is my body of work. It's always different. Like I'm always trying to like challenge something or like, I don't know, like that's how I see it. But like, you know, like I don't go into every session like that. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't go, I like to let it flow. Like if it's been a good day, I just want to have fun. Oh, this beat sound fun. We just gonna have fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna over stress it out. I feel like you just have to, it's just knowing when to, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what to do, knowing that feeling and just going with that feeling, if that makes sense.
No, for sure. Cause man, I tell you, I respect that so much. Cause like you could just say for instance, like for what we played, you know what I'm saying, off of this project and just the direction of it, like you could tell you were being intentional with like just that intro of that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was coming on, you not playing, like you setting the setting, dog. And yeah, we finna go in. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, my first time listening to it, I definitely didn't know like the journey you was finna take us down.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? But it was definitely beautiful, man. I tell you. Yeah, for sure.
Can't believe that song. That's one of my favorite songs that I made production wise for sure. Like that's one of my favorite because just the way it sounds, like man, it was, you know what I'm saying, real like rock inspired. The way that, you know, just the guitar goes and stuff like that. Like that's what we kind of like that feel we were looking for, like real heavy drums.
Yeah, and that melodic feel, like with the piano, just, you know what I'm saying. I was like, man, it grabs you. So like, just what you putting that first in that, beautiful, man, beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Beautiful shit.
Yeah, nice.
Who produced that?
Nobody's Home. Shout out to them. They it's a group. Nobody's Home. Greg Walton, Jackson Thatcher, Jack Keller.
That's
amazing
fire.
Group of guys. They based in Nashville, Murfreesboro.
Okay.
But they cold as hell. They did every song except Handle on the project, and I've worked with them a bunch.
That's fire.
So we got a bunch of songs, but yeah, they're crazy.
That's hard, man. Shout out Nobody's Home, man.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah,
that's hard, man. I guess before we deep dive into the project, man, because I definitely want to deep dive on it. Sure. Like I mentioned in just like the introduction, bro, you wear a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying? You do a lot of shit. So like, could you just tell us a little bit about like you and how you stumbled upon all of these like gifts that you have, bro? Like, I kind of like look at you from afar, like, man, this nigga really embodies like creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't put no limits on your shit, man, and I really respect it. You know what I'm saying? So, just tell me a little bit about like you and how you stumbled upon this plethora of gifts that you've unboxed.
Okay, for sure. I think I would, you know, get a credit to my family. My pops, he's an actor / director / screenwriter, and he's done everything. Like he been in movies, he been in TV shows, He's been in everything. And my uncle, he did the same thing. He's an actor for real. Like, they're both actors for real, but like he's still acting. My uncle in like like Tyler Perry films, like movies and stuff like that. So, but like they've inspired, I guess, my creativity. Literally from like a baby, I was acting. My dad and my dad's stuff. Like I think I was literally a baby. Like I have an acting reel where I was it was like a church commercial, and I was drinking like what is it called? Like Windex or something. But
yeah,
they had lemonade in there. But I would they left me alone, and I'll crawl to it, drink it. And, like that's like my first start. And ever since then, like every year, like in different stuff, like. And I never hit like nothing like no big old movie. I actually had a TV show role I turned down. Well, I didn't turn it down. My parents turned it down because it was too much cussing. I don't know if you know. Chicago. Was it Chicago? No, it's not Chicago. The Shy. That's what it's called.
The Shy. Oh,
the Shy. That's what it's called. Whatever the little black dude was, the youngest black dude. That's what I was supposed to have. But then my dad was like, "Nah, this is way too much cussing. You can't have you to have that."
That would have been crazy though.
Man, that's what I said. I was like, "Bro, could have had some." But nah, yeah. But ever since like all the way up to like 18, just different stuff. Just like I did a lot of stuff for like Lifeway when I got into high school, and I did like a whole bunch of like. I had like a little TV show for Lifeway, and like I used to do different video series. But I think that sparked all my creativity stuff. I haven't actually tapped back into acting ever since I was 18. Like I kind of just left it alone. But like I growing up, like I think that sparked me with music. Me and my cousin used to write raps all the time, and he's a screenwriter, a director now. And like we used to watch movies, get methodical, get real critical. He's a historian, so like it's just like. That creativity among everything we just love, you know what I mean? You get a knack to when you see a movie, like when you see something, you're like, okay, well, who made this? Okay, and then you start going down different rabbit holes, and I think that just what sparked my creativity. Now it's like, I just try to do my best to become what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? As a young child, if that makes sense. So.
That's fire, man. That is hard. Do you think you will end up like? Going back into that eventually, like circling back around to it?
Yeah, I do. I actually really do want to get back into acting.
Because I kind of see you kind of like dabble into that a little bit, like in your own videos, because it's like you seem like you curate your own concepts and you act your stuff out, man. So
for sure. Yeah, I love videos. Like that's one thing. I love music videos to be different. I'm a huge music video fan. I feel like when somebody I feel like visuals and music, they go hand in hand. And like even if when you hear something, it's like a movie in your head. You know what I mean? So then when you see something, you're like, it just matches up. So I don't know. I like the music videos to take you on a journey.
For sure. So. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Not only are you doing that, but I noticed you wear that other hat of like. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess I would use like the title of like curator or. I don't know, man. You just seem like you and Trey and that whole team, y'all help like bring a whole bunch of creatives to like the lit spot.
For sure.
So like, what would you call it? And like,
let me see.
Just break that down, like what y'all doing with like Inner Circle and you know what I mean.
For sure. Well, shout out to Trey, Con, KON.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miles too. The whole gang of Inner Circle. Basically, we started Inner Circle when we first started music in 2019, but it was just like almost like we had DistroKid, we had to put something as far as like label, like what's your label, gotcha. And so we were like, okay, well, this is gonna be our label, but eventually we was trying to figure out like things we could do with it, and so we talked about like starting a collective last year, like early last year, late 2020, and so we were just like what it would look like, how would we do it? So we knew we wanted to give people a chance to perform. And we would like give people like bring a crowd out for people to listen to independent performers in Nashville, and give them a chance to get 30 minutes to have a band, have a whole set, and just go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we knew we had a bunch of from like connecting with a whole bunch of people. We got a bunch of artists from. We knew we're from the city, so we know a bunch of people in the city. So it's just like as long as we know that the importance of performing. And we know, like, when people, like we were just saying, like, when people see you perform, they connect with your music so much more. And so we just seem like we just, you know what I'm saying, try to put our best foot forward to do it. Shout out to Trey, really, because, you know what I'm saying, he such a passionate brother. He was like, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a perfectionist. And so he was just like, you know what I'm saying, he was ready to head into it. however we did it, and you know what I'm saying, the summer came, and you know we had an opportunity to do some stuff with the Holistic Connections at first, and then after that we got an opportunity with Vinyl Tap, and did a couple shows with that. So it's just been going ever since. I think now we're just it would, as far as like to answer your question, I would say like curator, organizer. That's pretty much what I do. As for you know what I'm saying, the collective. It's funny. It's a trio right now. We call it collective, but we definitely going to expand. We want more and more people. I think we just trying to establish everything. You know what I'm saying, first and foremost.
Fire, man.
Go into that.
Shout out to y'all, man, because y'all doing some dope shit, man. Like a lot of these like spaces, I'll just speak for myself. A lot of these spaces I would be like ignorant to, or just wouldn't know. Just unless you guys were shining that light on it and making it. Like, hey, this is where we're going. And, like, just, with what artists have to deal with in, like, Nashville, that's dope what y'all doing, to being able to find the spot, bring the people, and give these artists a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's so many, like, independent artists that's here that's just really dope. And, like you said, once again, just regurgitating that is just giving them an opportunity to connect with the people. And so they can feel, you know what I'm saying, their art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope just seeing, like, recently for, like, an event, which y'all did, just, like, with, like, Gnarly and, all those guys, seeing Raimi up there and, you know what I mean? It's super dope, man.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cold. And then we also wanted to have, like, just a good time, like, a place for people, melanated people, and anybody, of course, but just to have a good time. You know what I mean? I feel like it's sometimes the spaces in Nashville gets redundant for us. So it's just like, yo, let's you know what I'm saying, do an event. And I'm not saying like everybody, it's actually a bunch of events like now. Like I feel like, it's so funny, timing is a thing. Like I feel like everybody all has a group mind, but we don't at the same time, if that makes sense. So it's like, I feel like for over the last like year, it's been just a bunch of, like an influx of a whole bunch of different events, which has been really cool, like for the city. And it's like, I feel like everybody, kind of just had that same feeling at the same time. 2 years ago, they're like, you know what, the city need this. And then now everybody is kind of doing it around the same time, which is good. I think that brings more attention to the city. And the city's already like, you know what I'm saying, more and more people are moving here every day. So
facts.
It's definitely important.
Facts, man. How does it, let me ask you though, because I'm just curious, because I try to juggle a lot of hats like myself. Mm-hmm. How is that for you when you, do you really like flow with like your creative will when you're feeling a certain way? Because it's like you wearing so many different hats and so many different things in creativity. How do you like organize that in a sense?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely hard. I'm not gonna act like that's easy. That's super hard. I'm a little OCD, so like I have like planners and stuff, or like I have like, I have a whiteboard and I have my iPhone calendar, and you know what I'm saying, in my journal. So I be, you know what I'm saying, have my stuff like kind of like laid out to like where I'm kind of organized. But at the same time, it's just hard, like especially because you work every day and then you got your own life too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like juggling all those things, the capacity for it. Sometimes it brings you up and down. But I think it's just knowing, just trying to put your best foot forward every day. Like you might not necessarily go far on Monday, but at least you step forward.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You might not. Tuesday you might have actually ran that mile. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Wednesday you might not. But it's just having that appreciation and understanding, like, okay, as long as I'm trying or waking up and I'm trying to do it, then, and that's what I do every day. You know what I'm saying? No matter what hat I'll put on.
That shit hard, man. Hard. Let me ask you. We were talking about a little bit like off mic. Just you being a really, really good lyricist, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just curious of, like you were saying, with like just that journaling and writing down and just being a poet at heart. Like, could you kind of break that down to like where you was telling me with just like, I guess taking your moments and like, being like early in the morning and journaling and little stuff like that.
For sure. Well, writing, I feel like, I don't know, writing, I just think it's a skill you gain over time. So like you could be, of course, every skill, everybody has like a special talent, or like, you know what I'm saying, raw talent. Mm-hmm. But writing, you get your you get polished over time. And so like I know like it was when I first started doing music in 2019, you know, we was doing music, but I remember at the end of it, I was like, man, I really want to get better at it. And so 2020 came around, I was like, you know, I'm gonna write every day. And I wrote every day. So it's just like, and it didn't matter what I wrote. Like I just had a journal. Like most times it was rhymes, and sometimes it was poems. Sometimes it was just me writing how I felt that day and got it all off my chest. But it was just making sure to take the time to journal every day. And so luckily I still do it. I'm not every day as far as journaling, but I journal weekly 3-4 times a week. Like it's just something that sometimes I got to get out,
man,
because I'd be knowing how it is. But as far as like writing goes now, I took a mini break in between like 2021 and 2022 where I just had to, like, just for my own capacity. Like I was writing, journaling, but as far as like raps going, it was like I just could not get in the studio, couldn't get with music. But like halfway in there, I definitely like probably like June, July, something like that. Until now, like I've just been back on it. You know what I'm saying? Getting back. And it just feels good, like, and it's something about. I was talking to Trey about this. It's just something about when you're in that groove and you just been writing a lot. Like it don't matter, like, 'cause you hop in the studio and you know what I'm saying. It just come like that, or you just feel it like that because it's easy. And yeah, so it's definitely yeah. It's just come. I think it just come with me now. It's just discipline. You know what I'm
saying? Fire.
I have
it. Facts. And I admire that passion and that effort when it comes to like your pen, because you can hear that through the music. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. So like, let me ask you, man. So let's get on Living on the Edge, man. Hey. This project is amazing. I can't even lie to you, bro. Like,
appreciate it, man.
I seen how you played and experimented with so many different sounds, but at the same time, it's all like cohesive and it just makes sense with like the story that you're telling. What was your process in going in with this album? Like, was this concept already thought out, or how you wanted to approach this project? Or was this something that was just like built throughout time?
I would say the sound of it was kind of already, that's how I started off with it. So like it had to be like, I think it was like late 2020, early 2021, I wrote a song called Back, that's on the project, from a YouTube beat. And I was just like, and the beat was crazy. I was just like, yeah, it was like dark. And I don't know,
that's the one you got Chuck to sing on, right? That's fire. Yeah, that's what it, hey man.
Appreciate that.
Being able to get Chuck to sing on some stuff, man, like he's so talented, bro. Man. Like it's crazy.
Chuck has a real voice on him. Like that shit is crazy. Like like that shit is crazy. Cause I already, it's so funny. His favorite, like my favorite project by Chuck is the Indigo Cafe. And I feel like he was just singing all on that shit.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
he was in that mug.
He's in his bag.
Yeah, hitting all. So I was like, bro, I gotta get you on the project singing or something. I think Coleman, shout out to Coleman. He literally, I played him back and he was like, bro, you should get Chuck on this. Like this sounds like something he would be on. So after that, I was like, you know what? It's a great idea. Great idea. You have a great ear. So
that's all.
But yeah, like after that, I think I got in the studio with Nobody's Home, and I just told him like, yo, I want to make some like dark rock influence, you know, a little bit of jazz influence, but I want it to be like real bass heavy, real, just to have that feel. And like I had references and different stuff, like so every song, like, you know what I'm saying, I had like 2 or 3 references for what we were trying to go for, and then we just went in. But it really wasn't like it's like as far as like the concepts and what I was talking about, that just actually happened. Like I think we looked up, like we went in for like probably like 2-3 months just making songs, and then we looked up like, yo, you know what I'm saying? These, because we had some songs that we had a bunch of songs that are like don't even fit. You know what I'm saying? That sound.
But we just gonna put them to the side.
But like, yeah, we was like, you know, these songs kind of, you know what I'm saying, fit together. And so literally, and I made pretty much all the songs except Nest. Nest was the only one I didn't make in that time period. Nest came like months and months after. So,
man, tell me about that song, because it's so beautiful. But bro, you're being so like honest and vulnerable in that song, man, and it's not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, could you really break that song down, like, for the people?
Yeah. Well, so Nest is a really song that's like real dear in my heart, because it was just real divine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think everything be divine sometimes, but like, yeah, that one was for sure. Like, I just could see everything. So like, literally, my brother passed like a month. Let me see if it was November. It was like a month and a half before at that time, and like that was my first time in the studio since that happened. So like, I really wasn't like, I don't know. I just was. I think we did like 3 songs that day, and I remember not even thinking about Nest. Like, I remember writing Nest, and then I didn't record it. I was like, let's go to the next beat. We went to the next beat, wrote on that beat, and then I went in the studio, hopped in the studio. I was like, all right, let's go back to the Nest. Did the Nest. It was like, didn't even listen to it. Didn't even ask for a playback. Like, I just did it. I didn't even care. I didn't even think it was going to be a song or nothing. I didn't even think it was good. I just thought it was like, oh, this is just the first right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Filling out. This is just, and so then I did another song. I was really fucking with that one. And I don't even remember what it was. So it was just crazy. I was really fucking with that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I remember leaving and heading home and driving, and I'm listening to all the songs that we just did. And then I listened to this, and I was like, what is this? Like, this? I didn't hear this in the studio. Like, what? This is crazy. And I just was like, I literally couldn't stop playing. I started crying. Like, it was just like so crazy. And that's the only song E-Bands never got to hear, because he listened to the whole project. And I remember, like, he had the whole project on his phone, and he would listen to it like all the time. Like, he would send me random texts randomly, like, bruh, I can't wait till you put this out. This shit right here, I was just banging it. I was banging that at what cost. I was banging the gripping clutch. like he just was saying. But that was the only one he never got to hear. So that's why I was like, man, I hope he got to hear it in heaven or something, because like that right there, it just came, like, that's why I said it just came so seamlessly. And for me not to really think about it until like I got home, till after, you know what I'm saying, I'm headed home. It was something crazy. So. Man,
you about to make me cry, bro. Hey, that shit's beautiful, man.
Hey,
that shit's beautiful, man. Condolences too, man.
For sure.
Cause man, that song is it holds a lot of power in that, man. Like, it does. You know what I'm saying? And it sticks out from like the project too.
Yeah, it
sticks out. So man, that was beautiful.
Hey, shout out to God, man. God be working. I can't even say it's me, because like, I promise you, like, if somebody would have played that, you know what I'm saying, in the studio, I'm like, oh man, next song, you know what I'm saying, like, man. You know. But that was literally God, like, because I promise you, I wasn't thinking about that song until after. So
yeah, man, beautiful shit, man. So let's do a little pivot, man. So Brokeboi.
Oh God, yeah.
Brokeboi. I really enjoy, like, you know, just going from that top song into like Brokeboi. It seemed to like lighten up and was super fun, but it still had a meaning to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. One of the bars that like stuck out to me was, what did you say, man? You was like, dreams is what was it? Dreams is such a risk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Life is such a and I'm like, dude, that resonate with me so much, just from just having passion with something and like just going all in on it, like what we were talking about earlier, bro. Just going all in on something that you believe in, but at the same time, you still got life happening around shit.
No, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life be motherfucking lifing, bro.
No, it really do. That song came about, like, we literally was in the studio. That we heard the beat, like we made the beat. Nobody's home. They made the beat right in front of us.
That's
so like they usually do. They're a beast. And we was over there. We was like, I remember we was writing, and I was like, "What you got?" I was like, "I think this the chorus," and I was like rapping the chorus. He was like, "Oh, that's kind of hard." And then he was like, "This is what I got," and then I was like, "Bro, we got to make it like," I said, "We got to use like he pronouns. We can't use no I pronouns, because we got to make folks feel like this about them. Because whatever we was rapping, like, it fit the like when I told him the chorus, like, I don't know, both of our verses, like, we wasn't even thinking about it, which was hilarious, because it was just both about, you know what I'm saying, being broke. We was like, man, we really gonna go do it today. Rent must be due next week or something. Like, something really must be up. But yeah, we spazzed straight crazy. Like, yeah, he really, like you said, dreams is such a, what is it called? Dreams is such a risk, life is such a bitch. Like, I think you take a risk in whatever you do.
Facts,
like,
man.
In whatever you do. Like, I remember going to college, I remember my parents, we used to talk about just different forms of success. And, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you go to college. Go into college don't guarantee you know what I'm saying? No, that's a risk.
Yeah.
Just like not going to college.
Yes,
so it don't matter what you do,
Yes.
like whatever you do, doing music, you know what I'm saying? Being this, it's a risk. You are betting on yourself. And so it's just sticking with it. Sometimes it might not look the way we want it to look. And so then we get kind of discouraged. But, everything always works out itself. So that's kind of what Brokeboi, you know what I'm saying, is about for us.
And I was telling you, just from like listening to that, like, and what y'all did with it, it kind of in a sense give you that revitalization. You know what I'm saying? It give you that second wind of like, hey nigga, this is reality, but hey man, let's keep going type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that boy stuck out to me like a sore thumb, bro. Like, yeah, it was fire.
Hey,
fire, beautiful shit, man. Let me ask you. Let me ask you, man. Hold on. It was I'm trying to think of the name of the song, man. It was Give Me That Cash Grab. I need it all from you. It had that energy, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I was first listening to it, that's at what cost, right?
Yeah, at what cost.
Yeah. Oh man, come on, man. It brought that energy. It brought that thump to that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, nah, that at what cost is definitely. It was it's one of those like double entendre songs. If that makes sense. I think that's what it said. Double entendre. I ain't the best language arts person, but I think that's what it means. But basically, yeah, it got a double meaning to it. So like, of course, it's talking about like, you know what I'm saying, somebody getting robbed or and I've been robbed before. I don't know if anybody else been robbed, but like, some people have experienced being robbed before. It's not a fun thing. It's a very scary thing. You don't be thinking about the next day. You be thinking like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
how the hell? You start thinking like, damn, like if I could have, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how things happen. But like, it also talks about just us robbing ourselves. So like I feel like we be our own thieves. You know what I'm saying? We'll rob ourselves of our joy. We'll rob ourselves of a good time. We'll rob ourselves of everything, and we'll be very unapologetic about it. We don't know that because it's so subconscious. You know what I mean? Like, like I was talking to somebody the other day, like my mom, like my mom, she's quick to put herself down real quick. I'm like so she'll be like, she's not creative. I'm like, what you mean you're not creative? Where do you think I get it from? Like I couldn't just get it from my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, we just do that all the time. So that's what kind of the song was.
Man, and just what you touching on that point, dog, like, and especially with just our people, bro, we don't realize how much we may self-inflict on ourselves, bro. Yeah. Like, but it's so important of like you having a realization and pointing it out and putting that in the art, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Because this project, like, it was completely a constant battle with like just mental health and making that aware. Because it's just like what you said on Nest. It's just like, no, like this shit ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is serious.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, just it's so important to be cognizant of that and to try to work through that process. So like just through this project and you taking us down through that journey, when did that switch like click for you to start doing this self-work and dig yourself out of the darkness that has consumed you? And some of it can just not be, just being a product of the environment or just like shit going around you can just inflict on you. So what did that look like, digging yourself out of that place?
It looked like it was hard. Like it was lonely. And I remember feeling alone, like in everything, no matter what I did. And it just wasn't a good feeling. I remember like I couldn't, like when you don't feel like you have nobody to turn to or like nobody, or even if you do, you just don't feel like it's there. Like no matter what somebody else says, like, oh, I care for you, I really, you know what I'm saying? It's you yourself, like being your own worst enemy. You just don't feel like it's gonna happen. So I remember, man, being down in the dumps, like really just every week, just like feeling terrible. And I remember it was a couple of things that was going on in my life, just like, you know, not getting some things that I wanted. I didn't really want to be in school. I didn't understand the purpose of that. And it was me not following. I tell you what it was. It was me grappling and hold to this vision of success that other people had on my life. Ooh. And I remember I was, and I tell this not to get on it because she's really my people, but she said something that kind of like, and I don't think she ain't mean to go hard, like, you know what I'm saying, but it was a wake up call to like, oh, okay. But she basically was like, you know, saying that she was, not that she was disappointed, but like that she like felt like I peaked in high school. Like I'm underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I was being like I don't know the right word, but it was just basically she was just saying like I forgot what word she used, but basically she was just saying like she expected more. You know what I'm saying? Me to be in college, me to do this isn't in college, and you know what I'm saying? Do this, and then after, you know what I mean? Be some type of politician. Like that's what, and I give it to her now. My high school vibes, the way it was, like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I spoke at my graduation, like I was a president of organizations and stuff like that. So I could see, like, you know what I'm saying, how you could see that, but like from my life, I don't know how you, like in my head it was like, dang, like how is my life? You feel disappointed, or you feel like I peaked already, like I'm not. So then I started to think, I was like, well, it's probably because my life doesn't look the way she thinks success. Yeah, so then I started thinking like, okay, so then why am I in school? Like, because my parents say go to school, or do I want to be in school? I don't want to be in school. Yeah. Like, I don't want to. So I started to figure out what I deem successful, what I want to see myself, what's the goal, like, and then that's a lot of stuff. Like I reflect, like every day I'd be like, man, what would 12-year-old Jordan think, or what 12-year-old Jyou think? What's 10-year-old Jyou think about 23-year-old Jyou? Would he be happy? Would he be sad? Would he be proud? He would be. I would think I'm the GOAT. Like I always do this. You know what I'm saying? I would like. So it's like, what am I being sad for? And it's like now I think like every day I think of that, and I think like, okay, I'm gonna be 33-year-old Jordan in 10 years. I need to start working now and putting down the foundation now, so that when I'm 33, I look back like, dang, 23. Jordan would look at me like, boy, you didn't did it now. You know what I'm saying? You didn't did that shit so now. Hard. So it's not about like, and that's what I had to figure out. Like my success, I couldn't measure it on goals, things I accomplished, nothing. It's about just simply, am I walking into what I wanted to do, or at least am I trying to do that? And if I'm doing that, man, you are successful.
Facts.
Period. No matter what nobody say.
Man, beautiful shit. Hold on, man. I got to get an air horn. That's hard. That's facts. That's facts, dog. Man, that is amazing, man. Amazing. To be able to think yourself out of that, man, and really sit down with yourself and do that work. I think a lot of us have. I had to do that. I had to look at, like, you know what I'm saying, I had to ask myself those same questions, like, what is success like? Am I proud of myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? I got kids, bro. I look at my daughter and see how she look at me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's just things like that I put a lot of things into perspective. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, for sure. And it's just really like I said, it's a lonely trip, but that's okay though, because it's personal. You know what I mean? It's personal, and it's you have to, like, that's another thing. Like, even like love, like. I was like, bro, I can't love everybody else if I don't love myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having that. It's, you know, success and that love goes hand in hand. If you gotta love yourself, you know what I'm saying, 100% down, like through the flaws and all. And so, like, you know, like I'm still, you know, trying to get better. You know, I be hard on myself sometimes, but like I be just trying to really connect and get personal and have that true confidence in myself, and you'll never feel lonely, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, you know what I mean? And you might believe in different things. Everybody believe in different things. I believe in God, so like I walk with God, so I don't feel lonely, but sometimes I do. But at the same time, like, it's just having that mindset and just pushing it in yourself every day until it becomes a habit.
Facts, man. That shit is beautiful. And I was gonna tell you just to you know, bring back to like the last point of what you were just saying. You said it's so beautiful, man, but it's like, just from afar, you wouldn't think like the inner work that you're having to do at that moment, because you can just look from afar and be like, dang, bro, like, he really doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what I said from the top. Is like, man, this dude is organizing groups. You know what I'm saying? He's a top tier lyricist. Like, I'm thinking, man, you're exploring all of your gifts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, when you look back at the work, yeah, like when you look back at what you're doing, you then can remind yourself, like, nah, I'm really doing that shit.
Yeah, no, for
I'm really
sure.
doing it.
It's crazy you say that.
And we definitely be hard on ourselves, too.
Man, hard as hell. Me and my mom, we always talk. We have good conversations, but we used to talk about the process a lot. And we used to talk the process versus the promise and be like, you know what I'm saying? God give you like a promise, like I promise this is going to happen. You see it, you see somebody else from afar. You see it happen for somebody else and you like, dang, you get that. And it's okay to, feel, I don't know, it's a difference between envious and jealous. It's like, jealous is okay being envious. It's not okay because jealous is like, oh, I don't. It's not that I want it for them. I just want it for myself too, or something like that. So it's like you might have that feeling. You might have that feeling, but I don't lost my train of thought. But the point of what I was saying basically was you don't understand everything they went through to get to that point, that process. And so we want it there, but we don't understand. Like, no, it's here. We just living through the process right now. So and every process is important. So because when you get there, you gotta appreciate it. And I feel like that's what people don't like. That's when God finally give you that promise, or when you finally there, you're gonna appreciate it so much more. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's not even gonna be a big thing to you because you done put in that work to get there. That makes sense. So yeah,
facts, man. Let me ask you, man. What do you really want people to take from when they listen to this album? After this interview, you'll be able to unpack a lot of things. If anybody didn't get, just because if they're like enjoying the music, if they didn't get some of the deeper meanings and stuff that you wanted to unpack in this album and be vulnerable with, what do you want people to take from this album after like listening to it? After they watch this interview, they go back and listen to this album. What do you want them to take from that?
I want them to take from it. That's a good question. I want them to understand that they're not alone in the struggle, that other people go, maybe not be the exact same thing, but they go through the same things you're going through. And then I want them to understand that no matter what, you're going to eventually go through it. Everything doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Everything that doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Like, and even more, it's like everything good or bad, it's all a part of your story, and it's all to build you up to be at a certain place. So, like, I think like a lot of stuff, it's a lot of me battling. Like a lot of lyrics, a lot of the songs, is just a lot of me battling in between, knowing who I am and still battling with that old me.
Oh, that's good.
And so, like,
that's good.
I want people to understand, like, you might be in that struggle as we speak right now. So if you are, know that eventually you're gonna get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Have that patience, understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Get up every day trying to get out of it, and you know what I'm saying? Do it. Like, yeah, that's why I want people to get from it, to know that, you know what I'm saying? You stronger than your struggles.
Facts. Yeah, another air horn for that, bro. That's all. Hey, man, he in here spitting today, man. He is spitting today. Let me ask you, man. Let me ask you another tough question. It may not be tough, but what's your superpower?
Oh, that's a really good question. Superpower.
I always look at us as being like, I mean, people may not look at it from this perspective, but I look at us being like superheroes, bro. And we all got like gifts and shit. And when you embodying like your creativity, it's a superpower, man. So it's just in whatever ways. I got some homies that he feel like his superpower is just like empathy and sympathy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just shit like that. I feel like mine being able to communicate with people, being able to sympathize and empathize as well with their stories. You know what I'm saying? What's yours?
That's a good question. I think mine would be probably along the lines of communication. Communication. I might not be. I think I'm trying to be the best. Not trying to be the best, but I'm trying to get better at being a listener. But I'm a, what is it called? I'm a trying listener. Like like I might not understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna keep asking questions
Not for
to kind
sure.
of figure out what you're trying to say,
Yeah,
so
no,
we can
for
be on
sure.
the same page. Like I'm not like I might not get it that first sentence, but I'm gonna try to feel what you're trying to say, and then I think I'm good at like taking somebody else's idea and communicating it to the masses, or just trying to figure out how to communicate it to everybody else, if that makes sense, or a group idea. I think I'm good at that. Like as far as like what the group wants, like that's cool. I want to make sure everybody happy, and let's communicate this to everybody. Like that's probably my biggest thing, helping getting the group together, organized, and like this is, you know what I'm saying? That's probably my superpower, I guess.
Man, so you like on some Iron Man shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how to gather niggas together.
Hey, that's
you know how to organize niggas. I like that. That's hard. That's hard. And that's a special superpower. And it's when you embracing that too, you can see that, and it's beautiful, man.
I appreciate it.
Beautiful shit. Beautiful shit. Let me ask you some more stuff that's like, I guess on the lighter side, man. What's a perfect day for Jyou? Like, what's he like to do?
Perfect day.
Yeah.
That's what's okay. Wake up. I wake up early. Let me think. Drink some tea. Eat some oatmeal. Shout out to the oatmeal.
That shit
because I'm used to be like the biggest cereal fan, but now I've been eating like oatmeal straight for the past year, just on some weird stuff.
Hey, it's hard. I fuck with it, and it be good, man.
Man, so probably Let me think. Get up, chill. Man, I want to say like go to the studio, make some music. But I would want to do that at night. During the day, I would like probably get something to eat at like a wing spot.
Hey, yeah, clutch.
And I don't know. Yeah, hit some wing. Maybe go in some nature. I wouldn't want to play ball and get sweaty. I would, but like, who want to get sweaty?
Yeah,
like it seemed. But like, you know what I'm saying? Just be in nature. You know, go day drink, go outside, like go to the strip mall or something. You know what I'm saying? Like just be outside, feeling nature, and then after that, go to the studio. Whenever time it get nighttime, we in the studio all night. Like we just in there. We got the bottles. We got the, you know what I'm saying? We got the green, the grass,
yes, sir.
the tree, the ganja. And we just turning up like the whole night.
Hard.
Yeah.
Dang, hard. I love
that's
that.
a good day.
That's a
good
fucking
day.
good day. I like that. You got certain like wing spots that you really fond of right now? Like you got anybody you want to shout out?
Got Wings.
Oh yeah.
Y'all probably one of the best wing spots in Nashville. Wing spots, let me think. I live like close to Memphis, 615 Wings. I'm gonna give them their flowers. Not my favorite, but they are very reliable. So except that day they were closed, I was very offended by that. It was like a Monday. I was like, all right, come on, y'all.
Yeah, y'all gotta do better, man.
On me, but
y'all open up on the Mondays, man. You know what I'm saying?
Open up on the Mondays. Let me think. I'm trying to think of other. It's the City Tap. If you ever go to City Tap, they got like
had that.
It's downtown across like the diner, and then it's across from another spot I used to Bakersfield, which is I love Bakersfield tacos. But literally, if you go there, City Tap, they got these wings, lemon pepper wings for brunch, bro. And it's like they got this blue cheese ranch sauce mix.
Going crazy.
Pretty good. I give it to them. But yeah, wings here is hit or miss.
Yeah.
Look,
you gotta find the right spots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They be expensive. That's really what it is. Be like, bro, I'm not trying to pay $25,
bro. Facts.
3 wings and a fry.
Hey, look.
That doesn't seem doesn't seem right, man.
Hey,
fucking highway robbery.
Hey, it is. Oh god. Oh man. I'm curious to know like your top 3, I guess, favorite movies as well.
You know, they did the little Twitter thing where you like repost, like it was like your 8 movies to get to know you, and I was looking at them, I was like, bro, none of these movies are serious. Like, bro, these are some very unserious movies, dude. But okay, number 1 gotta be Dreamgirls, bro. Dreamgirls is an amazing movie. I'm a huge fan of Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
He's an incredible actor.
He is. He's incredible.
Eddie Murphy, Beyonce, like everybody you want to is in that movie. Jennifer Hudson, that movie is just incredible.
And just the storyline too.
Oh yeah, just killer. 2 more. That's funny. I just threw out the Dreamgirls. Everything else.
Shout out to the Dreamgirl movie,
Man.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Really shout out to Dreamgirls. I actually like movies. I just favorite is just like it's hard. Like as far as
give me some that's just been
like,
that's just you know what I'm saying that's been really good lately that you tapped into.
Yeah. Let me see. Really good. I just got back from watching Creed with my pops.
How was that?
It was good.
I gotta go see that, man.
It was a good movie. Kept my attention from start to finish. I watched the second Creed. I haven't seen the first one, but it was better than the second Creed. So.
Bro, have you seen it's a movie called Cocaine Beer?
I haven't. I've been wanting to see it.
That
so it's good.
I gotta go see that.
Okay.
I gotta go see that.
I've
seen it on the TV. I might can rent it. I might rent it today and check it out.
Yeah.
So it look like it's crazy.
Shout out to the cocaine. The girls that do cocaine. I think I would have to put it's the other one. I would have to put like I love the B movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very sarcastic film. I think it's very top tier. Throw like Mike in there.
Like Mike.
3.
All right. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah. For sure. What do you got in rotation right now? What are you listening to?
Ooh.
What's inspiring you?
Right now, actually, which is funny, I think I'm gonna take a break from listening to anything for a minute, like very soon. But the only thing I've actually had in rotation is I've been listening to Outkast like crazy for the past 2 weeks. Like,
is it a certain album or is it just going through their
whole
catalogs?
discography? At first, was going through their whole discography, but now this week has just been ATL Aliens and Speaker Box The Love Below.
Oh man!
So
you got a few favorites that stick out on there?
ATL Aliens, it would have to be well, of course, the self-titled song ATL Aliens. I like what is it called? Is it called Millennium? I think that's what it's called.
Let me see.
Let me think. And it's another one. It's like 13B. It's their last song on that shit. That shit goes stupid. Let me see. I'm fucking up. Yeah, Millennium. Yeah. And 13th Floor. 13th Growing
Floor.
Old. Them 3 on that one. And then the Love, Speaker Box, The Love Below. The Rooster.
Oh yeah. All right, that's that big boy. Hey, look, everybody. It's so easy for them. Not saying now. Andre 3000, his stuff is amazing on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's untouched, unmatched. I get it, but man, Big Boy put a hell of an album together on that top album, and for you naming one of those, kudos. Cause bro, I be trying to tell niggas like, bro, y'all get so like caught up in like the Love Below part. They're like, Big Boy put a hell of an album together at that top. Like, it's great. You know what I'm saying?
Speaker Box is crazy. Like for people, they want album of the year because of both parts.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Come on now. It's funny because shout out to Trey. But he's a huge Andre 3000 fan. Probably his favorite rapper. But I remember we had a conversation. It was probably like last year. We was talking. It was like, and because I love Outkast, but I wasn't like people didn't play him like we're growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like but their history on him was confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But I did listen to Big Boy, which was crazy. Like I listened to Big Boys, like the Sir Lucius Left. Like that's one of my favorite.
Hard.
I was growing up, so like and it was funny. And so he didn't even know Big Boy had his like solo albums. I was like, bro, no, you need to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Cause so I was like, I was more fucking with Big Boy than Andre 3000. But now going through the run and like, cause I was like, bro, I can't be speaking on Outkast and nigga don't even know like their history. Let me do a full deep dive. So I went like a full deep dive trying to figure out everything about them. And like now I see the allure of the Andre 3000. So I see it, but yeah.
I'll tell you the thing with that for me, because I grew up the same way. Like Speaker Box may have been like my third album I may have purchased by myself as a kid. So I'm about to be 30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when these niggas was out, I'm an old nigga, bro. Like
it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I was out when this shit was dropping, and I remember getting the double disc and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And
damn, that's totally
at that time when I was a young nigga, that shit was like the most digestible. Was Big Boy shit. I couldn't appreciate what Andre 3000 done until I grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I grew up, went back and was like, oh, this nigga really is like great. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But Big Boy just could just rap, and he could he threw his shit in like slide. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that double time shit, but it's like,
man,
you know what I'm saying? He got so many messages he throwing in there.
He really do. I think over the time, I think that's one good thing about like going back and listen. I wish I would have heard it at the time. Like I wish I was born at the time to have that feeling and like see all the other stuff, so you can have all this other feelings towards it. But like listening to like I guess the discography back, you really hear their development. Like I think the first was a Southern music playlist. Like it was a cool album, of course. I probably at that time it was, but then you hear like the difference between that and ATL Aliens, like literally how they rapping, their tone, how they're hitting it. Like Andre, he's speaking. Like he wasn't in Southern music, he was slurring on a bunch of his words. In ATL Aliens, he is like really like enunciating every word. Big Boy enunciate. And then Big Boy, like literally I feel like after Aquemini, he was like his rhymings got like, I don't know, like he really like was very, he was cold before then, but like it was it just got better.
Yeah.
And so like Stankonia and then like the speaker box. Yeah, speaker box was crazy. For I don't know why folks. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, literally, I'm thinking about like ghetto music.
Bro,
like,
he went crazy.
Yeah, like what? Like Last Call. Like I'm really listening to it. But yeah, the Love Below.
Unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, the Love Below. Yeah, Spread, Prototype, of course. You know, Roses Hey.
Yeah. Andre
Pink
did
and
his
Blue.
thing on there too. Yeah, Pink and Blue. Yeah.
Yes.
You got to get you a shorty dance with Pink and Blue. Yeah.
Nah.
It's like, that be that shit.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because I think what you just said, like after you see the influence, I guess, like of the Love Below, you see the influence on other rappers and how they like really like, you know what I'm saying, like when I was listening to it, I was like, man, I couldn't just help think of Smino, like when you think of like how Smino, like it'll just be. Like, he be saying, like, Nelly's an influence, which I think is a big influence, because Nelly be doing the same thing. Nelly was on that shit, too, in the 2000s. But, like...
He was on fire.
Man, like, I feel like both of them was really... Because you could just hear just that same type of confidence. Man, them 2000 rappers, they was slick ahead of their time. Folks don't be giving them enough credit.
Ludacris.
I was just thinking...
Dog, yeah.
I was like, that's the first person?
Yeah.
Like, Luda, Nelly, yeah, all them Outkast. Folks don't give them enough of their credit. They really, I feel like, push rap to where it is now, of course.
Nah, for sure. And I'll tell you too, like, just tying back to like you, with you even doing your due diligence and going back and listening to some of these older artists, you can really tell like how you're maturing in your sound too. Like, I forgot what song it was on your project, but man, you like enunciating words, you know what I'm saying, being real intentional and adding the emotion in certain shit is like, man, This is really a great project, what you did yourself, man. So it's beautiful seeing you grow from project to project. Just with this being your sophomore album, I can't wait to see, you know what I'm saying, what you're going to do moving forward, man.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Like, everything, I think, just builds on, you know, another. So, yeah, no, this project, I mean, like, even like now, like when I'm making music, just every year is just, it gets even more and more intentional. And so, like, yeah. No, I'm excited about the next upcoming project, because I feel like it's gonna be more curated. I'm gonna eventually get to. I hopefully this next time, if not the next project, like I'm talking about album that I put out.
Sure.
I'm trying to be like not the only producer, but the main producer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be, because I feel like when you have that, because I be, you know what I'm saying? Like I produce beats and stuff, like do my own stuff, but like ain't nothing I've put out before yet, but. Like I think, I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to be the best beats before I really like go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me show y'all, and I really like, yeah, it's gonna be on the way. It's gonna be on the way. So
that's hard, man. I look forward to it, bro. And man, from perfectionist to perfectionist, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I value that, because I am myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I can't wait. Man, what do you think you should leave the people with about Jyou? Just tell the people something about you that you would like them to know.
Okay. I don't know. I love you.
Good
I love
enough.
y'all. I really do. Everybody that supports, don't support, who cares? Like I love y'all, and I hope y'all are doing good. Know something about Jyou. Just know I'm passionate. And I love what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it till the wheels fall off, man.
Hard, man. That shit's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Thank you. No,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. It was a pleasure being here, sitting on the couch. You know, lost in the sauce, man.
For sure.
This shit turned, right? So it's just cool to be on it.
Hard, man.
I watch episodes, so it's like, yeah.
That shit hard, bro. Man, I think, man, just for the honest, man, what would you like to play off of the album for the people?
Let's play let's just play the last track. Let's play Restored.
Okay.
That's this.
I really like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
On a upbeat.
Let's get it. You know what I mean? We're going to run this Restored, man. Thank you again, Jyou. Let the people know where they can follow you, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All that. Shout all that shit out. Shout out Inner Circle. All of that, what y'all got going on. Shout the gang out. Everything.
Yeah,
You want to thank anybody, man? Drop all that shit, bro.
Okay, for sure. Okay, if y'all want to follow me, I go by Jyou, Jyou. If you want to follow me on my socials, it's ACE25YOUNG, Ace25 Young. Please follow, before you even follow me, follow my collective, Inner Circle, INN.circle on Instagram. We got a bunch of stuff going. We got a show this Sunday called For Her. It's going to be at the East Room. Tickets are selling now, so go ahead and get your ticket. Yeah, shout out gang, shout out Inner Circle, shout out Miles, shout out Trey, shout out the Cube, shout out my boy Ty, shout out my boy Pat, shout out my mama, shout out my daddy, shout out everybody else, shout out my girl. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey. They gonna be like, bro, you got a girl?
Hey, yeah.
But shout her out though. But shout her out. She out there. Hey,
yeah,
wifey out
yeah.
there. So I'm just speaking into existence.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everybody else. For sure.
For sure, man. Thank you again, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
My nigga. Yes, sir. Let's go on and run this Restored, man. Like I said, man, y'all follow my guy. Thank y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Out East Network. Don't even play yourself. I see you, nigga. You come through watching and you ain't subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, nigga, so we can grow this shit. And hit that like button, man, so we can goddamn fuck the algorithms up, man. You know what I'm saying?
On me.
You dig? And thank y'all, man. Love y'all too. You know what I mean?
Keep it hard.
You gotta put that belt on their ass and down again and then tell them you love them. You know what I mean?
Hey, the belt on this. On me, you gotta discipline them.
Hey,
Spread the rise, pull the chat. It's the book.
All right, man. Look, we gonna get up out of here, man. We love y'all. You know what I mean? Till next time. Peace.